Hey guys, this is T-Car. It's the day after the mass shooting in Connecticut where 20 children died and I believe 8 adults. The shooting was horrific. I still can't get it through my head how someone can murder 20 kids. But unfortunately, someone did. And my biggest thing is we have to remember that this man, this coward, not even a man, this coward, I don't care if he was autistic, I don't care if his friends didn't go to the park with him enough, I don't care if he played violent video, I don't give a crap. He did what he did. It's his responsibility. It's no one else's. It's not the gun's fault. It's not his mom's fault. It's not the little mean kid down the street's fault that picked on him for 20 years. I don't give a crap. It's his fault. And to try, and when the news tries to say, oh, it was this, it was that, I don't care. The man did it. It's his fault. And the biggest thing that honestly scares me is now what's going to happen is the media and those with an agenda against the Second Amendment will come out in force. And they will use this. They will. They will hold those 20 kids on a pedestal and saying, this is the reason why. Those guns were the reason why. Well, you know what? The man was 20 years old. The man was 20 years old. First of all, he couldn't have purchased a handgun by himself, so he stole it. Guess what? He broke the law. Second of all, you were not allowed to carry guns in that school or on the property. That sure stopped him. So guess what? You can't legislate safety. Third of all, they had locks and everything. He broke through. So the first thing you got to have in this is actually when someone is violent and armed, you got to meet them with violent and armed response. And that's what responsible gun ownership does. It's an violent armed response to those who want to commit evil crimes. And you know what would have happened if someone was carrying illegally? You might have stopped this. If one of the teachers was carrying illegally, it might have actually stopped this massacre. So I want those that think that, oh, we need to put more, we need to have an assault weapons ban, we need to have this and that. Well, guess what? All the laws were broken. Every single law there was broken. So you think you're really going to legislate more safety and give more gun-free zones? That's what happened. This was a gun-free zone. And he freaking went in there and murdered everyone. He murdered 20 kids because he didn't have any resistance. He had nothing. Nothing to stop him. I guarantee you, if it was a Glock and a Sig, 28 people, he killed them with just about every bullet. There's no one to stop him. I don't know where you live, but in my schools and where I live, here in Tennessee, we have RSOs or actual officers in the school, and they are armed. I highly recommend to Connecticut that this be something you have a police officer who's armed in every school that can meet these horrible tragedies with force, these horrible cowards with force. I highly recommend it. I also want teachers to be able to carry in schools, to be able to protect your children and my children from evils like this, and not have to hide and cower in bathrooms when someone comes in and threatens their lives. Not have to cower. There is evil in this world, and just like some others on YouTube have said, a good one is I'm a big fan of Nut Fancy and Crockett and all of them. You know what? When you have a gun, you don't have to fear any evil. When a citizen has one and takes self-defense into their own hands, and unfortunately sometimes the defense of other people, maybe even children, So you need to think about that. People need to think about that. People need to think about it when they say, oh, we need to ban guns. You know what? This man went through around all the legalities of getting that. They're talking about how to get the guns. Well, you know what? He stole them from his mother. How to get the ammunition. Well, he sure didn't buy it because he can't. You know what? He stole it. And there's always, if you make these things illegal, there are always going to be ways around it. And when you make these things illegal, the only people that are going to follow those laws are your law-abiding citizens, are people like me, the responsible gun community. They are going to follow those laws. But the criminals aren't. You obviously saw that this man, that sign didn't stop him from doing crap. It didn't stop him from doing diddly crap. And you know what? And if you take those guns out of those people's hands, I mean, that's going to, honestly, that's going to create more opportunities for these evil people to do these things. So, as a nation, we really need to think about that. As Americans, we need to think about, hey, we do not need any more gun laws or gun controls. Because these people, honestly, these liberals will use it. Liberals and communist people, the way they think is they will use this opportunity. And it's in their, that's in their playbook. So don't let a good tragedy go to waste. To get something done, get something legislative done. Is that what you want? Something legislative done right now? I don't. I want to pick. Honestly, I want to be able to hold these parents and tell them that God loves them. Tell them that, golly, I wish I could tell them it would be okay. I don't know what I want. I don't know how it could help. That's what I want to do. And I want those parents to never have to worry for anything anymore. I don't want some new law. Like that's really going to help. So we as Americans just need to think about that and be reverent. And unfortunately know that there is evil in this world. And that honestly, evil needs to be dealt with the same way. With deadly force. With deadly and violent force. Evil needs to be dealt with. And I say good riddance, he shot himself. Saves taxpayers a lot of money. I just wish he could have suffered more. This is T-Carp out.